proposal of 56,000 is just 4,000 more than the figure we put for negotiation in December 2008.
It's more than a year now since the Nigerian Labour Congress NLC made a formal request for an increase in the minimum wage to the federal government. The request for an upward push from 18,000 to 66,500 naira was presented in line with international labour laws at the expiration of the mandatory 5-year term for the review of the minimum wage. A committee was set up by the president to review the request of the workers.
We have already started sitting, and we believe that within the next 2 to 3 quarters, we should be able to conclude and make our recommendations known to Mr. President. And definitely, whatever is the decision taken and approved by the federal government, it would also favor the civil servants.
That decision is what the average civil servant is waiting for, as they are anxious to know if the outcome of the review will favor them or not, especially now that it is becoming very clear that Labour will repeat their demand on May the 1st.
Increment of salary is the primary responsibility that government need to do now, because the workers are suffering. The salary we have been receiving remains the salary we are receiving. Everything in the market has risen to the highest.
They are just taking us for a ride. The president is not here. The vice president is not here. They are just sending a representative. We are hungry.
The Labour leaders seem optimistic that the request will be granted, but want the committee to speed up the process, which seems to be taking a longer time.
I think it's a clear message, and I think it has been well communicated. And more importantly, also workers are expectant that this issue of minimum wage must receive attention promptly. We have also demanded for a timeline. It can be an ending process. We urge government to have timeline to bring all the social partners to the table so that this very important issue is actually addressed.
Yet there are more issues to contend with. The newly proposed 66,500 naira minimum wage may not necessarily meet the immediate needs of an average Nigerian who is already at the crossroads to make ends meet in the wake of rising inflation. Will Labour again make a push for a bigger bargain come May the 1st, or insist that the government immediately grant their request as soon as possible? The answer to the questions are best sourced from the leaders themselves.